on the fetus. Was the Rabbi Yochanan Tamei, and Rabbi Yochanan goes according to his reasoning. The Amar Rabbi Yochanan says, Hiktish chatas mu'beres v'yolda, if someone consecrates a pregnant animal for a chatas, and then it gives birth. Rotza ba miskaper, rotza b'vada miskaper. Rabbi Yochanan says that they're both...
what happens to the other one?
So what happens here is that you can choose either one,
right,
and which one you want to bring from. This is called, you separate another one for achrayas, for just to be more responsible. You have two, just in case, like when you go shopping, you only needed to buy one thing, but just in case it's the wrong one, you have another. You buy the other item as well. It just gets expensive like that. But so here you can use either one. What do you do with the other one? The other one, you wait till it gets a mum, and then you just eat it with as mundane food. So this is different than a chatas that becomes pregnant and has a child. So there's 5 chatas that are put to death.
Why don't
and
you
you don't get any benefit.
That would be bought as an oil. It's hectic. It's already. It's like when you said
no,
you
but
lost
it was only
one.
there for achrayas. That it's only designated just in case I'm not sure which one I'm gonna bring. I'll bring the other one or this one. It's only designated. The other time I actually consecrated the animal. This is the one I'm gonna bring. It had the full kedusha. So you have the choice according to Rabbi Yochanan, because you consecrated the whole animal. Both the uber and the mother animal are both holy. Utzricha. I need Rabbi Yochanan to tell me both cases. You see, both cases are, I was only makdish the uber, or I was makdish the whole animal with the uber. And Rabbi Yochanan says both of them are, the uber is kodesh. The iyashmin bach kamaisif, it only said about us, makdish the uber, the akdish the uber, you're makdish the uber, gufay itself. Aval hacha dakdish le'imei, but over there where I consecrated the mother, hu b'chlal imei like kadesh. I changed the ha to hu. It, in the place of its mother, together with its mother, doesn't become consecrated. Maybe I could say that. V'yashmin and basraisa, if it would only tell me the other case of Rabbi Yochanan, where you consecrate both the mother and the child. Hasamu dakdishla, b'chol de ispa. Over there, you're makdish the mother and everything that's in it. Aval hacha dakdish lei, but over here where you're consecrating just the uber, even the lessa avroi like kaddish. The uber is not outside, the uber is inside. Maybe I would say that doesn't work. You just consecrate something that's concealed inside. When you consecrate the mother and what's in it, so then that works. I wouldn't have known. I could have thought maybe it doesn't work like this. So tzrichas Rabbi Yochanan has to tell me both. Okay. Micah Mashmalon. What another version of this? What is it? Rabbi Yochanan coming to tell me? To read over here. Do you have brackets or anything in yours? Oh, it just says it like that. Im shir mashur. I guess that means if the uber is considered left over, the uber lav yarech imayu. Is that what he's coming to tell me? That the uber is separated from the mother. The fetus is separated from the mother. I don't know if that's a double expression here. B'tarti lamali, why does Rabbi Yochanan need to tell that to me twice? He said I can consecrate the uber, and then he also tells me that I consecrate the mother with the uber, they both become consecrated. It says shricha. Diyat marbaha, if it would only say the first one, mishum de'ema chazia, I'm sorry, if it only said the second one, mishum de'ema chazia legufei migu denachse kedushala nachse nami levlad. I could have said the migu. Migu means since, or just as. Just as the mother becomes consecrated, so too the uber also becomes consecrated. Aval idach loy, but if not for the mother, then it would say no. Kamash malan hada. So it comes to tell me that no, you can consecrate just the fetus itself even without the mother. Yetmar baha, and if it would only say that you can consecrate the fetus without the mother, mishum dekam mefarish kedusha al havlad. Skip the word hayim. Because you were precise and you express kedusha on the uber itself. Avalahi loy, but when you just consecrate the mother, we would say maybe the uber doesn't come along. So tzricha needs both. this concept of the migu, that just as it works for the mother, so it works for the child, that we have also by the mikveh. If a woman that's mu'uberes goes to the mikveh, we say migu, that the mikveh helps for the mother, it also helps for the child if she's converting. And it's considered that the child converted in utero, because the mother is converting. Migu, just as it worked for the mikveh works for the mother, it also works for the child. What would be if the mother's Jewish and the child is a surrogate, is not Jewish? So the mikveh is not working for the mother. That's a good question. Huh?
Why is the mikveh not working for the mother?
Because the mother doesn't need the mikveh. So the child needs to be converted, but not the mother. Okay, let's make it more simple. Let's say the mother doesn't want to convert, but she wants her child to be Jewish. So she's going to the mikveh just for the child. Does it work? Okay. The Yosef Reb Zera, that fits into this discussion here. How do these things work? Do we say migu? What's the uber yerech imay or not? Yosef Reb Zera, the Kamal Lashmaita. Reb Zera was sitting and he was saying, "You ready?" And he was saying this halacha. Eisvi Reb Yirmiyah Reb Zera. Reb Yirmiyah has a question on Bar Pada. Bar Pada said that you can't be makdish an uber. Okay, it's inside. You can't be makdish an uber. So, but a sheer uber is different because he says like this. Ketzad marimin ala bechar. What's the way to get out of giving the bechar to the kayin? Hamevakeres sha'isem uberes. If the mother that's pregnant, Aimer Masha b'meyer shalzu Eily.
How do you avoid the bechar?
So what you're doing is,
still lose it.
it's because he happened to have accepted on himself that I'm going to bring an Eily. So he has a pledge anyway that he has in the back of his head that he's got to pay up. Now he has a firstborn animal that's about to be born, and he says if it's a zachar, which that's what an Eily needs to be, so then, I think so. So then he says if it's a zachar, then it's an Eily. Really, it would have been a bechar, but he's consecrating it as an Eily before it. When does it become a bechar? Only after it's born. Menachem. He's consecrating it while it's inside. Bar Pada holds you can't consecrate an animal that's inside. So Yolda Zachar Rezu Eily Alma Kadosh Uber. You see that it works. It's a kasha on Bar Pada. According to Bar Pada, it shouldn't work. Amalei. So Rabbi Zera says to Rabbi Yirmiyah, Ki masni b'kedushas damim. Over there, he wasn't actually consecrating it as a karban because that wouldn't work. He's consecrating its value, and then afterwards, it's gonna.
But he's quoting a Bais. He's quoting a Mishnah. What is Rabbi Yirmiyah?
Rabbi Yirmiyah is quoting a Mishnah.
So if it says Eily, it's Eily. How does he say it's kedushas damim?
He's saying that you're going to sell it, and you're going to bring with its value an Eily. That's how Rabbi Zera is teaching it. So Rabbi Yirmiyah says, "Mi alima kedushas damim the kamafkali min abachira." That's just the value. Does that have the power to remove the obligation of a bechar from this animal? Amalayin? He says yes. V'hatanan, it was even taught in the Mishnah. Here we see v'hatanan. That's not a question, right? It was even taught in the Mishnah. Kol kachim shekadam mum kvolek deishan, any sacrifice that a mum came before it was consecrated. That means it doesn't really get the full consecration to be a sacrifice. It's only the value of it because it had a mum before you made it holy. So it's just like a gift to the temple, right? V'niftu, and then it's redeemed. Chayavim b'bechayra u'b'matanis, and then after it's redeemed, then it's chayav in bechara if it has a firstborn, and you have to give those gifts. Remember, we have certain gifts that you have to give when you shecht an animal. You have to give certain gifts to the kohen. Time the lacher sheniftu the chayavan. It's only after it was redeemed that you chayav. Aval kaidem sheniftu peturin. But if you don't redeem it, even though it only has a value on it, it's pater from bechar. You see that kedushas dam takes it out of bechar. There's a question, another question. If someone says the fetus that's inside this animal is an oila, so muteres begizav asura ba'avayda. You can share the wool, but you can't work it. The mother, mishum kachash ubar shaba, because even though it's not the mother that's consecrated, it's only the fetus, but it can weaken the fetus. Amalei. Oh, so what's happening here? We're seeing that it's consecrated.
Mother has to go on bed rest.
Right. Very good. Amalei hanami kedushas damim. He says hanami kedushas damim. It doesn't mean that it's actually consecrated. It means that it's just has the value, and because you're going to lessen the value.
So the word oila in this case
is being translated as the value of an oila.
To the Bedek Bais.
Well, I'm calling it Bedek Bais because usually values mean, but it's kedushas damim, but it's actually kedushas damim that I need to then sell and use it for an oila specifically. So yes, Bedek Bais is all kedushas damim, but this is kedushas damim.
How do you use a kedushas damim for a korban?
So what I do is that the value of this is designated for an oila, but this itself doesn't have the value of. It doesn't have the kedusha of a korban. It only has the kedushas damim of a korban.
Question: is it fair to say that at least so far, all these instances when you have the authority or the power to do this or that, parallel to the laws of kinyan? I kept asking myself if you could or could not make a kinyan. So far, it seems in all these cases that would hold true.
You have to be the owner of the property. If you're not
And
the
it
owner,
has to exist. You have to be the owner, and it has to exist.
because I think the power of hekdesh is much more powerful than a kinyan. You just say harezu oila, there's no kinyan, and it's a oila. A kinyan, you have to do an actual action. By a hekdesh, you don't need to do any action.
Yeah, but you already own it. You don't need to make the kinyan if you already own it. You can designate it as something else.
Yeah, you own it.
It's definitely associated with kinyanim, and it's very related. But there's that wild card that Chaim is saying that when it comes to kudshim, it doesn't always work the same. So the concept is related. Are you able to do this? Okay. Is this a place that I can stop? So he says, could kedushas damim make it forbidden for avodah? Yes, and it was taught in the Mishnah, yotzin lechul and ligazes v'liyavid. It says that after this animal is redeemed, called kachim that had a mum, so it's redeemed. What's the reason why you're able to shear the wool and to work it? Bishum deniftu. That's because you redeemed it. Hakaydim sheniftu asurin ba'avodah. But before it's redeemed, you're not allowed to work it. Alma kedushas damim asurin ba'avodah. We see that the kedushas damim itself can forbid the working the animal. Okay.
I just hit this red.
Yeah.